Do you see the elephant in the room? Did you look towards your right, your left, or towards yourself? No offense, because that's not really what I meant. But this pretty much explains what the elephant in the room is. Did any of us notice how quick we were to judge to look around? This is the elephant in the room. So, let me ask you this. Did you see that this, in some form or another, was a form of body shaming? You know, let's imagine this. You're going out, or maybe you're staying in, and you're wearing something you've always wanted to wear or something that's your favorite. Now, this can include anything. Imagine that you come across someone and they say this. Suppose they say, that doesn't really look very flattering on you. Familiar, isn't it? Or look at your legs, they look so puffed up. Or look at your legs, they look so thin. How many of us would have counted the last statement to be body shaming? Yes, a very few of us. Well, that is body shaming. Skinny shaming actually exists and prevails, and we just don't notice it. You're not steering away from the fact that women do have it hard their way. Of course they do. Men have it hard too. It's just not talked as much about. For example, young men are told to man up, to gain weight if they are weak, while some are told to get muscular, to lose weight, to be desirable as per societal standards. Honestly, tell me this today. Tell me that you've not said any of this ever to anyone, not even to your own selves. So, this very popular show, Friends, we've all watched it, yes? There's a character, a very crucial one, Monica in it. And just by the way, Monica is gorgeous. But the thing is that Monica in her past was a little, and you won't believe me when I say that she was called Monica. And this has always nudged me. What's always nudged me is that this was added as a comical element to the show. And what makes it worse is that she did not have the guts to show this version of herself to her friends, her family, to the dearest of hers, because of the first people to make fun of her and ridicule her about it. I don't know if this seemed like an issue back then, but it is a huge issue. Recently, I was exploring the internet and I came across this article. It said thin epidemic and fat shaming. So, this implies that while fat people are body shamed, thin people are considered the very ideal, which is true to a certain extent, isn't it? Haven't we felt the craving for someone to call us thin? Yeah? Doesn't it give that satisfaction to us? Too bony, too flat, too skinny. She should eat. I bet she skips her meals deliberately. Teens nowadays. Oh god. Familiar, isn't it? Heard that before? All of this is skinny shaming, and we do not even realize it. I myself have been body shamed my entire life. From being fat shamed at a very primitive age to being skinny shamed as of now, this very moment. From being called, Arey mera gollu bunny rabbit, to hold on, you might just fly away. Words play such a huge role. I myself remember every word anyone's ever told me about me, my body, my appearance, or my personality. Now, you may call me a sensitive person, a sicko. I know. That is a very foolish and a sick thing to do. But I believe that each one of us here today have a feat of such memories that still don't let us sleep at night. Don't we? And now that we think of it, all of this is because of someone arching towards their ideal and pushing everyone else into it. This is how the chain forms. And it is so normalized to this point that we actually find it our fault. Today, as I speak, I believe that I speak for the most of us when I say that for the longest period of time, I really thought that everyone but me was right and I was the person at fault. But right from the moment I have grown out of it, everyone else has always tried shutting my mouth with, "Get over it, it was just a joke." It has always been in a fit of giggles and laughter. No, not for me. So, who exactly is to blame? Is it me or is it someone else? How about I have you answer this today? But for all I know is that anyone, for all I know is that no one has any rights to ridicule you by any derogatory means, to puppet you or decide how up you go the ladder. Not even you yourselves. And if we can't totally accept ourselves, let's stop looking in the mirror and ridicule ourselves, right, at least out loud. Just like it said, fake it till you make it. That is the very first step. And for the others, no one is happy today and nor were they back then. So you do not have to change yourselves for them. You have to be you. You have to shine the brightest way possible because believe me, the sun doesn't give two damns if it blinds you. It really doesn't. And neither should you. Well, so am I asking you to not pay a heed to this? Ignore it? No. I today instead ask you to realize that we're all entitled to justice and to speak up, which is what we must do now. To us as a society, well, I'm restating this, but we are 7 billion in count, all of us. And out of the 7 billion of us, everyone is adorned with one quality or another. So, this is why no one will ever fit your standards of perfection or your vision of perfection, except that single image in your head. So, this is why we've got to stop pacifying ourselves with, "We're all the same and one." Because, yes, we are one, but we are not the same. No, we are not. You know, I feel I'm going to give you a break now. Let's close our eyes. And remember that favorite outfit scenario from the beginning? Or did I speak a little too much? Okay, so just for reference, you're wearing your favorite outfit and you come across someone. But this time, you don't have to explain why you look how you look, why there's a scar there, or explain anything else, because no one asks you why, or makes a negative remark in the very first place, or is quick to judge you. Yes? Does that feel any better? But how exactly do we do that? We ourselves think twice before entitling someone else to our opinions. We put ourselves in their shoes. We think how we'd feel if someone said that to us. And at the end, we have to remember that we are not here to correct anyone else but us ourselves. So now, I'll again like to ask you, do you see the elephant in the room? Thank you.